Hello and welcome to a special anniversary video of Mark of the Ninja. Ah, Mark of the Ninja. I remember playing it like it was yesterday. Well, in fact it was for me because I did a lot of practice runs, but it's been many months since the actual Let's Play itself was finished. But I did promise that eventually I would go through Dosan's Tale, the extra mission you get with the special edition. A tale from the past. In days past, a young Dosan was sent to Tabriz to deal with bandits and have put the clan's future at risk. Now I can't have that, so we're all going to go and duff them up all non-lethal style. I thought that it would make sense to return to this mission, or to return to this game during an anniversary episode like this, because, well, this was where the channel began, and so I thought it was appropriate for the first anniversary to return to it and pay homage. Path of Wisdom is the outfit that you get in this mission, and the one you unlock once you complete it. It is pretty goddamn powerful. But focus does not stop time, and that's the worst part of it, I feel. So you have to be quick and decisive and effective. Which, is easier said than done.
It was, 50 years ago that I paid a visit to that fortress outside Tabriz. The only place on Earth where the plants that make our tattoo ink will bloom. We had struck a deal with some bandits. We would watch over their exports to the east, and in return, they would guard our plants. But in time, they learned of the true value of the plants, and like vermin, they turned on us. The clan sent me there to straighten them out.
And straighten them out we shall.
I never carried a sword. It was pride, really. Back then I could bring down anyone with my bare hands.
And he's not kidding in the slightest. As per usual with the design commentaries and such, pause the video if you want to read the pages. These ones are all about level design. As you can see, you have the tumble of unconsciousness. That's incredibly powerful. As much as you can't slow time with focus mode, if you're quick enough and you're familiar enough with the area, you don't really need to. Which is why Dosan, back in his prime, was such a badass. Double, not kill. And he's so badass, in fact, he can fly without a wingsuit. Well, glide, but you know. Whee! Through the power of magic ninja-ness. I don't know why they put a refill point that early, but they did. They did. Thankfully you don't send them tumbling over the edge unless that's what you want to do. So, you can just tumble into them however and whenever you want, essentially. Oop. And it's great. I wonder what this lever does. Let me just go and pull it. Don't worry, he is totally fine and not dead. Never mind that he is hanging limp and is stuck to whatever that is, I think like a patch of flowers or whatever. He's totally fine, he's not dead. For some reason. It came a bit of a shock to me when I found that out, but yeah, that doesn't kill him. It's actually one of the ways you can induce terror in the guards later on in the mission. I almost did something. If you miss this spot, by the way, you basically just jump right into this guy's vision. That's a right pain, to say the least. I like how they have this amazing night vision technology like 50 years before Mark of the Ninja, which is apparently like contemporary period sort of stuff. Like it's just so freely available or something, like in the 50s or 60s. I don't know, man. Maybe it was, maybe it was. Maybe I'm mistaken. Either that or these bandits are just really well equipped.
Lantern smoke and shadow. Stand still too long, and you would feel the scorpions picking at your toes.
Thankfully, there is no toe-picking mechanic from scorpions. He's just being a bit flowery and embellishing things. The animation still gets me every time. Just tumble into them. It's so silly. Now, here's the first scroll right here. Just need to be a bit careful. I think this quite aptly demonstrates why I didn't choose Path of Wisdom in the actual Let's Play, because it kind of trivializes a lot of guard encounters to be able to just tumble into them. But Path of Silence. Ooh, let's just go. Oh, that's progress, right? The Path of Silence is pretty powerful as well, like just silencing sound that you make. Because in a lot of practice runs, I've actually forgotten that I make an awful lot of noise when I run. And that's caused me quite a bit of embarrassment.
Plants grew in an ancient conservatory. But to reach them, I had to sneak through the old fortress where the bandits were holed up.
Righty-ho.
It was built centuries ago by some Shah or other. Every hallway was filled with traps, and those bandits didn't know about half of them. But I did. I knew where to find the 3 levers that armed the traps. The first would reactivate a bunch of old gunpowder bombs. The second would fill all the fortress's narrow spaces with spikes. Finally, a trigger at the top of the fortress would cause the old fixtures and climbing points to collapse.
2 points to consider here. The first is that all of these traps generally make it a lot harder for you to get around rather than the guards. And second of all, how did some Shah or other manage to get all of this intricate machinery, mechanisms, and electrics operating properly? To the point where you can have these systems set up by just a click of the lever. Now, is patrol gonna stop? There we go. Might as well just take him out. You can go whichever way you want, but I generally go by way of left, right, and up. Just out of preference, really. Now, this may look intimidating, but not to worry. Game. I know I can do this. There we go. You could just do that. And bypass all of the danger. Right away.
Knives flew by my ankles. I can't believe I never once feared I would die.
Ballsy Dosan. Oop, I almost fell on that bomb and now. Quite embarrassing after that. I never once feared I would die as my organs were being exploded everywhere.
What kind of a madman needs this much security? It's not for me to question a Shah.
I gotta say, Dosan delivers his lines amazingly. The voice actor does a tremendous job of just making every line such a delight to listen to. Now what you're meant to do here, and I might get this right, if I fuck it up then I fuck it up, but You're supposed to dodge through those vases as they're exploding, so you have a timed sort of dodge mechanic. You don't even have to use any of those vases however to get past. That allows you to get past the first part. And... there we go. That allows you to get past the second. Avoiding that entirely, provided you know what you need to do. And that's the first one done. The second one is arguably a little easier, because all it really has is a load of guards, and as we've aptly demonstrated, it's as easy as that to deal with guards. Boop. This is a little bit more complicated. You can distract them with noisemakers or destroying the lights. Alternatively, you can just do this. Just have a good old Beano tumble in the dust cloud. Or the gas bomb cloud, I suppose. And there we go, number 2 done. Again, what bandit would go through there exactly? And there's nothing down that way, it's just a harder way to get back to this bit where you were. So, that's done. And I forgot that trigger's there as well. Amazing. And we've cleared all this path as well, save one guard who's just happy to be here and isn't in the way.
That fortress had stopped the worst armies the world could...
I tab out just at the moment a sniper's training his sights on me. Amazing. Dosan was about to be like, oh my god, I slipped through that like an amazing champ, and then he's like, oh god, my chest! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Careful. So yeah, snipers are annoying as this, as they always are, but 1. Aww. 2. And they're never a problem again.
What was that?
Ah, that went reasonably well. Saved me being murdered.
Yes. Come closer.
Oh, fuck. See what I mean? How is this working in your favour, Dosan? I really have to ask. Haha, they'll never see these traps coming. Now, I just have to go through this vent here. Oh god, I've been spiked by my own doing.
The last trap was on.
Amazing.
It was time to infiltrate the conservatory.
Oh, and I forgot. Over this way is an artifact. Again, fly by the magical powers of Dosan Ninjaness. And we're back here. The final third area. You're very mature. And he's done. Now, there is another scroll up here, and you might think this looks intimidating with this big, enormous blade and these explosives very close to the entrance. But it's as easy as doing that. That's right. The blade has absolutely no effect, in fact doesn't even have any collision, provided you don't actually activate it. Silly? Yes. Convenient? Yes. Now, I think there's nothing really underneath, but I could be wrong.
There, in the conservatory, the chief had stationed his best, bravest men. I would leave them a gibbering, terrified mess. I had a choice. Terrify the chief's men, but leave them alive to tell the story. No doubt with great exaggeration. Or let the fear spread with blood and precision, leaving just a few terrified survivors.
Amazing. Now, from the sounds of that, it would lead you to think that the Terror the Guards option is the non-lethal option, when in fact... Oh, I've just retraced my steps. It's fine, but there's two problems. First off, you can also just knock out all the bandits, which, you know, given the path of wisdom, is exceptionally easy. Or, and the second problem is, I should say, is terrified guards have a tendency to shoot each other, which kind of ruins things for the whole no-kill run. So I advise you just give everybody the tumble of unconsciousness, because it's just way easier. Not quite what I was intending to do. Just restart. Because as soon as you let those shield guys, just forget trying to attack them. I don't know what happened there. It has a bit of a problem with elevation. Really a bit annoying, but no, whatever. I don't know why it has a problem. If Dark Souls has it as well. I think it has something to do with just positioning the two figures when an animation plays, but I don't know. Anyway, another thing you do is just go up this way.
The roofs were tiled with old slates all overgrown with brambles. I could drop them on the bandits and leave them stunned. And if any of their friends saw, I knew they would run off in terror.
See, yeah, that's basically saying, you know those bramble patches you saw before? Yeah, they can be used to incite terror. Indeed, they can. Oh no, the terrifying bramble! Don't let it grab you! But it's, as mentioned before, it's not really doing. Unless you don't really care about killing all of the guards, or letting them live, and you're just after terrorizing them all. Which you do get rewarded for. There are terror medals, and you do get special suit for getting loads of terror medals. And it's also quite fun to terrorize guards.
Hey, he's here.
I'm sorry. What the fuck was that cheating there? Son, we don't appreciate that shit. Yes.
One or two almost got away, but I always cleaned up my own mess.
Thanks, Disan. He's basically saying, yeah, I know the guy controlling me is a bit crap, but I sort it out eventually. Thanks for covering for me. That's a problem with the Path of Wisdom. It doesn't really exist when you have an outfit with a sword, because if an enemy sees you with and you have a sword, then all that really changes is that he notices you, and then you stab him. I'm trying to remember what a scroll is on this level. But, when you don't have a sword, they just magically have this ninja leap ability and just avoid you entirely. And the good news is there's no longer any spikes in the area. What the hell is this bloody scroll? I think it's a little further down, actually. But, whatever. I was giving people a tumble, wasn't I? Oh, actually. Is that it down there? Actually be. Yes, it is. Not really any fancy maneuver required, you just have to find it. Bit of a disappointment, really. Oop. And no, this guy does not turn around, so he's an easy grab. Nope, no, don't do that. What are you doing now? Stop it. There we go. Can't remember what this does. Presumably... Oh yeah, Bramble Patch. Now... Now Dingus and Doofus up there. And I just need to get to... I can get them together, and boom! Of course you can't just spam smoke bombs, I suppose, but where's the fun in that? But it is generally very useful when you have to take out multiple guards at once. And now it's just the two at the top. Nope. Come on.
Close. Hey, it's him.
Amazing. I'm amazing at the stealth game.
Let him get away. Oh, I heard something around here.
See how expertly I went to his view and swiftly vanished? Incredible. And look what amazing skill it's going to take to throw the smoke... Oh, wow. Really? I was going to be all sarcastic on myself, and then I
was the last of them.
failed harder than I imagined.
Down the torturous secret roads that led home.
But whatever. That is that. Get off the walls. Seriously, what is it with you and the other ninja and your bloody asphyxiation with walls? Is that even right? I don't know. I'm speaking gibberish again! Hooray! Which means it's the perfect time to talk about the future of my channel. All gibberish! I do have a challenge run in mind for after Dark Souls 1. It'll be another RPG, and I think I'm not going to be doing 2 Let's Plays. Why am I even going up that way? I don't need to. It'll be one challenge Let's Play. I won't be doing another challenge Let's Play on the side of it, because frankly it takes an awful lot of time to do them both at the same time. But also because I have another thing in mind that is a bit... well, it isn't really challenge-oriented, but more about exploring the story of a certain game. A certain game from 2007 that was very influential, which can be many, considering 2007 was very good. And also, some more art stuff is going to be on the way, because I enjoy doing it. But anyway, let's finish.
It was done. I had delivered a message to the chief and, well, we never had trouble with him again. I returned to the clan satisfied. Years passed, and I became curious about the ink that I had saved. I studied it and mastered its use. Nobody knows more of its secrets than I do, and nobody here values it more. The fate of the clan rests in those drops, and I will do whatever it takes to ensure our future.
Hooray! Despite the blunders, it is done. No bandits killed, all bandits terrified. To an extent. Once they realized they were beaten by the Tumbler! Dun dun dun! And then they just went crying to the Tumbler's well-known arch-nemesis 4chan. But anyway, that is that for the special 1-year anniversary. I hope you not only have enjoyed this video and going through this mission, which is a very good mission, but also the Let's Plays I've been producing for the year that this channel has existed. And I hope you enjoy what's more to come. But enough rambling and brambling. That is all from me for now. Until next time!